Hello, hello, everyone. It is time for our index card. And yep, a whole nother week's flown by. And here we meet again. I'm hoping everybody is enjoying their weekend. This is up a day late because I don't know where the time's going. But yeah, I am a little bit behind, but I'm here and we are going to do this. I got into scraps. I am trying to use up a lot of my scraps because every project I make, I just create more, and it's a never-ending thing. So this is what I created for this week. Here's your index card. And what I did is took some scraps, collaged them, put a little bit of lace right there, used a die cut and some vintage beeswax, and used it as embossing glaze there, put a tab on it with a Handmade with Love. I know somewhere I've got bee charms, but I can't find them. I have no idea where they're at. So I'm sorry about that. But this is so cute. Then I took another piece of a die cut of a honeycomb and just put that on like that. I took the negative image from the die cut here and used it to create this tag, put some trim and an eyelet and another little scrap right there. So hopefully you like this one. This is what we are going to do for this week. Now, if you are viewing my video on index cards for the very first time, they are a 4x6, and so I went ahead and I cut a piece of scrapbook paper, a 4x6, and what we are going to do is just go ahead and glue this down. And I'm thinking once again, I wanted to get to the machine and stitch around this, and I didn't get to it, but I will. Because I've got the camera all set up, I have to move everything to get to my machine. I really do need to find a different setup for myself. But I've got the tripod right here on my right, and so I've got the machine right behind that, so it's difficult to do both. But what I'm talking about is stitching all around here, and so I will do that this coming week. So now that we've got that down, what we have to do is create our little collage. And let me get my pieces here, make sure I don't lose anything. I went ahead and I cut my tag and glued. I went ahead, I wasn't going to, but yeah, it looks like I glued my little die cut down. And my tag, because I know somebody is going to ask me, let me give you these measurements. It's 5 1/8 long by 2 inches. So we have this, and I think while I have that, let's go ahead and get my corner rounders and just round this on the 1/4 inch, just like that, because I know I did that. And then let's round this on the 1/2 inch, because I know I did that, and then we get that out of the way. There, that's done. Yay. So let's get our little pieces of our, here's my little honeycomb, here's my little die cut, and there's my tab, and then I've got my little my little pieces right here. So let's see what we're gonna do. If I look at this one, let me go ahead and get a piece of some kind of scratch paper, some kind of paper right here. So it looks like we have a brown piece, and they don't have to be exactly the same, but we've got a brown piece and we've got a piece of coffee dyed paper. So that is going to go on top of here, just like this. We're just gonna make a little collage here, a scrap collage. And then we have a piece of this really pretty paper. I'm pretty sure I got this paper pack, Hobby, I want to say, I think it's Hobby Lobby. I think, I'm not positive. We're just going to stagger these, but we want to use, you want to use your scraps up. Then we have a little bit of green for color. That's all the green is. I had the scrap, and so I thought, let's put some color in here so we're not all brown. So we're just gonna stagger that and lay that down there. Then there's a little bit of music paper, and I think I'd like the torn edge to be shown. So get some glue, just like that. And then this is literally going to go, because it's a tuck, we want to make sure that as you're tucking a tag in and out, that it isn't going to get torn or ripped. We want it to be kind of solid. So I think I'm going to put, excuse me, I think I'm going to put it just like that. So there's just a little bit of that showing. And what I like, if you can see, there's the bumblebee right there. So that looks good. So we'll get this down, and I am, like I mentioned, I will go to the machine with this. That'll give it a little bit more texture, a little bit more strength. So we're going to go just like that. And then we are going to, I have a little strip here that I just put on there just for something different. Let's see, I kind of like that. You have to play with it. I think I'm going to put it right there because it kind of covers this edge right here of where the green meets the other paper. So let's go ahead and do that. You can see this is really pretty fast. There's not that much to it. So we'll get that down like that. So we have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 papers to do this. And I mean, you could use 3, but we've got 7 scraps here now that we've used. So we're going to place this on there like that. So I'm just going to dab some glue. I'm using Art Glitter Glue. Art Glitter Glue, for the most part, is my to-go glue. It's thick enough, and I like the applicator, so it works well. So we're just going to put this down. Make sure it's all down. When you're doing different layers, sometimes you might just have to use just a quick minute to let it grab. Then we have, I see I brought this little piece over. Oh, that little piece goes on the tag there. So we are wasting nothing. I don't think I have any more of this bee paper left. And then I've got this little scrap of lace, and we're just going to adhere that down there. Why? Well, typically a piece of scrap like this I might throw out, but why not? Because look at this. It kind of draws the eye down. It gives you different texture and different color, and just really adds something to this. Now, if you wanted to, you could come in here and trim this up. I really think I would like to have this edge torn, and maybe this edge down here torn, just for something different. And then I think I did not do this on mine, on this other one, but I think let's go ahead and let's just give this a little color, because it is pretty pretty pale. So there we go, and while we've got the glue out, let's go ahead and glue this to our tag. It just kind of brings out the bee image. You've got this great big beautiful bee right there. And then we could just go ahead and do our edges. Don't have to. I actually really love this color orange. So now what we want to do is adhere this to this, right there like that, and that's what's going to create our tuck. And then this week I will take this to the machine and stitch all the way around it. And I will be sure to also do some distressing. There's no point in having you sit here while I distress this. You know what that is. Let's get that down like that. And then we have our little honeycomb here. I think we'll put down there like that. I think the honeycomb, I think the flower, I think they are Sizzix, although I'm not sure. I probably should write all this down, so that if you wanted to find it, you'd know where to look. So we'll get this down, just like that. It adds something because the theme is a bee, and so you've got your little honeycomb right there. And then we have our tabs. And I just want to see which one showcases a bee the best. And I think that might be the back. We'll make this the front. So we'll get this down. Middle of August already, guys. We've got September, October, November, and December to still do index cards. And I'm like, is my brain gonna hold out for all that? I hope so. At the end of the year, it's going to be interesting to go through my pile of index cards and see everything I did. So I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. I needed some elastic for the traveler's notebooks I'm doing. And all of their fall things are up, all their pumpkins. And I'm so excited, but I wasn't ready for it, and it caught me by surprise. And I didn't look at it because I was in there. I was a woman with a purpose yesterday. So I was in and out as fast as I could be. Okay, so this needs, I was going to say this is done. No, it isn't. We have a charm to hang off of here. And whoever receives this, don't be alarmed if you pull this out of the envelope and the bulb pin's not attached because of the postage. I probably will take it off because it's a bump and they feel it and they want to know what's in it, and then they can charge me more, and yeah, so I don't want to have to put a lot of padding in to be able to protect the bulb pin. So chances are I will take the bulb pin off and it will just be flat in the envelope. So be sure, if that happens, be sure you look for it. And don't think that I forgot it. Okay, so we've got that. We have our little bulb pin, and I had tried before to just put the little heart on, and it didn't look good. You know, the heart by itself, it just, yeah. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple beads. So the heart is on there, not by itself. So somebody had sent me this bead mix, oh, probably years ago. And sometimes you look at things and you think, oh, I don't know that I'll ever use that. And then, oh yeah, you do. You find a reason, find a craft or an idea. And these bulb pins are really good for these tiny, tiny little beads that want to go everywhere. So we have that. So this is what we've got: 2 little beads and a handmade with love heart. So we're going to put that right in here, just like this. Just like that, and that's so cute. So there's our index card, but see what I mean about putting this in an envelope? And if I take it off, it can lay flat. So more than likely, I will be taking that off. Then we're going to need an eyelet here on our tag. So there we go. Sorry guys, I'm gonna pull this off camera because I need both my hands. These particular eyelets are just really heavy. See what I mean? It's pretty heavy. And then I have this beautiful trim that came out of oh, is it Junk Sisters? I'm gonna see if I can find it, but I showed it in a video. It was the 4 packs of trim, and this is it. Can you see the sparkle of the sequins? Just so pretty. So I decided to use, I thought the colors were excellent with this. So I thought I would use it on here and be generous with it and just tie a little knot. But I would have liked to have seen how this came, like if you bought a couple yards of it, because it's got white attached to it. So it makes me wonder, was it all black and white? Did it go then into other colors? But it's just pretty. So I'm gonna see if I can find the website, and I will put it in the description box. So we're just gonna tie this off. and it's like a floppy trim, which I love. You know, it's not really stiff. So there's our tag, just like that. So cute. Fits right in here like that. And are we done? I think we are. So we use scraps here. We use the scrap paper that we cut our die cut out of. I use scrap paper to make the honeycomb and also the tabs. So this is this week's. Make a great journal card, I think. Really, really pretty. So hopefully you like this. I will go around and I will distress and I will stitch. And I probably will not stitch the tag. I've got white thread right now, and so I'm probably going to do this in white because I think it'll show up better. I'm afraid if I do it in black, it's just gonna kind of really look like October and Halloween, and I don't want that. So let's get on with. I went to the mail yesterday, so if you were a winner, I heard from 2 people. If you were a winner, they went out in the mail yesterday. So did not hear on this one. This is the oldest one, and as you can see, I also used the B on this. I think that's Prima paper, but I'm not positive. And so I've not heard from 2 people. And I think what I might do today is let's just dump this. And keeping control of it. I'm hoping that I pick a winner. How about Mary Crafty 694. So I know a lot of you watch and don't comment, so I may not be familiar with the names, but that doesn't mean you are not there. And then once again, we've got this sweet one here. It did not find a home. Let's go with Sweet Pea. So Sweet Pea, if you are out there, this is yours. And then the one from last week, if you remember, was this one here that had the tag and the window in it. And this was a tag, this was a tag. The back of this is where the index card is. So this needs a home. So let's send this to, I need to go and refresh my comments too. Let's go to, keeping my fingers crossed, you are watching. Meryl Palmer. Okay, Meryl, if you're watching, here you go, sweetheart. That will be yours. So another week, and I hope you are still enjoying what we're doing here, and I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Stay tuned. I am working on 2 projects right now. I am still doing my planner journal, and I'm also doing 2 of the traveler's notebooks with the elastic inserts. So everyone have a fantastic, fantastic weekend, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.